Hi folks, it's Sonia with 2x2 Lagoto and 2x2 Kennels. I'm coming to you today to talk to you about travel safety with your Lagoto companion. We're in the back of my expedition today, and I've got two of my favorite crates. This crate right here, they don't have it on the market anymore. It is only for adult dogs, so if you see this thinking, oh, I can put my puppy in it, don't. Puppies will get all kinds of things caught: toes, ears, tongue, teeth, lips, fur, so don't use this. But I did want to show how heavy this is. It just doesn't move. So for your adult Lagoto, that means 9 months and older, you can use something like this. As you can see, a puppy would get lost in the size of this crate. So my favorite method for traveling in a crate is our handy dandy airplane crate. And you can use plain old rubber bungees or the cloth bungees, but my favorite thing to use is one of these ratchet straps. And before you sigh and in disgust, I have found the most amazing ratchet strap. You press this little lever and all of it moves. You can find these on Amazon or at an automotive store, Walmart, any place like that carries them. And you need to, when you're doing this, your strap needs to go through the handle like that. And then in all vehicles on the market these days, you have the little tie-outs. They're little metal brackets that you hook these to and then tighten it down so that the crate doesn't roll or go anywhere. The reason that I suggest crate travel, even in cars, even for adult Lagoto, is because of the accidents that happen with a loose pet in the car. As a trauma nurse, I saw it all the time. I saw people come in who had been in accidents because their pet was loose in the vehicle and caused an accident, injuring themselves, sometimes fatally, injuring their dog, sometimes fatally. So always use a crate. I have a lot of people ask me about the harness, seatbelt type things, and I don't care how safe the company that manufactures them says they are. Maybe they've done some kind of tensile strength to see how strong the material is, and that passed the sniff test. But if you were in an accident going 50 or 70 miles an hour, your pet's rib cage is going to be crushed or injured in an accident similar to a rear ending or a side impact vehicle, or you rear end somebody else. Rollovers are particularly bad with those harnesses because the pet is basically dangling. So I've seen pets choke in those as well. I've seen pets chew them. I don't know how some of the dogs get to the space where they can chew that off of themselves, and then you've got a loose pet. So I highly discourage, I don't want to use the word forbid because I just believe in people using common sense about that with me kind of guiding them. So the next thing I'll show you real quick is, if we're going to walk around here to the other side with this crate, and I'll show you how to secure this inside your back seat. Now, we're just talking about travel. So if you're going to the vet or the park or somewhere around town, using a smaller crate than your Lagoto is actually going to fit in is fine. Again, you're going to secure this bungee or your I forgot what this is called. Anyway, you're going to use this, your ratchet straps. You're going to use this inside your vehicle. In the seat, there are the car seat latches, and you will use this or your bungee to secure that. In an emergency, if you don't have this, like picking up your puppy to go home, you can use your seat belt to strap your crate in as well. So that's the information about car safety and traveling with your pet. A couple of other things to note when you're traveling with your pet. If you're going to fly with your pet, understand that most of the airlines are trying to get out of the pet transport business, with the exception of Southwest, Delta, and JetBlue. The only company that I can recommend for travel past the weight limit, which is I think 18 pounds to travel in the cabin, would be Delta. That is going to mean you have to have a health certificate. The pet is going to have to travel in the animal acclimated area. It's not the cargo area with all the boxes. It's perfectly safe. I have been in that. I have toured several airplanes so that I know when I'm sending my very own pets to be bred or to the show that they're going to be safe. They're fully acclimated to temperature and sound. I'd actually rather travel there than in the cattle cabin with the people. So just know that you have to have a health certificate that is dated within 10 days of your travel. It will cost extra. Usually they do it by the size of the kennel. So for an adult Lagotto, you're looking between $300 and $400 for your pet's ticket to travel on Delta. And that is for travel past the weight limit for in-cabin travel. In-cabin travel for puppies is between $125 and $175 depending on the airline, and all you need is your vet's vaccination proof, your pet's vaccination proof to travel for that. The only time you need a health certificate dated within 10 days, and that's going and coming. So if you get to where you're going and you don't have that health certificate timed correctly, you'll have to have a vet at your location or destination to do a new health certificate to come back home. So it gets a little complicated. Boating travel with your pet, we have a lot of people who have their big boats, yachts, things like that, where some people are living on them part of the time or using them in the summer for a lot of travel. And we suggest that you use a crate as well on the boat, and that you also think about using a life vest if your pet has not been introduced to the water before you're traveling on an open body of water, like the ocean or a river. Other travel would be things like the subway or a train, and the thing you need to be aware about with that is just making sure that your pet is acclimated to how the doors sound and move. That is the only thing that you'll need to practice and know about on the front end. Some of those travel, they have to have proof of vaccination that you'd have to have on your person to present to the conductor. Subways are a little easier, like the big cities do allow pets. You just need to make sure that your pet's rabies tag is visible for the conductor. I think that I've covered all of the, let's see, car, flying, boating, subway, and trains. I think that's it. And if you have any other questions about traveling safely with your Lagotto, let me know. Thanks.